Hey everybody, it's Valis Games. Welcome back to the Stanley Parable. It has been
No matter how hard
quite a while
Stanley looked,
since
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
since we turned this game on and played it a bit.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It matters to me. Okay. Nothing. Anyway, so whoa, shoot. Okay, weird. So I vaguely remember the endings that we tried already. I'm gonna try really hard to not really hard not to do any of the same stuff. I don't want to force you guys into watching me do the same endings again.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
From what I can remember, we disobeyed quite a bit last time. That's a beautiful plant. Do 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 do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What do people want? Things. Money. More money. Things, but with money to buy more things. You know, can't argue with it, though. That's very true. I would like more money and more things.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so
Oh,
he turned around
yeah, we
and
did
got
that.
back on
We
track.
did that. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, he did. He was a good boy. Executive bathroom? How dare you, game? I'm qualified to enter the executive bathroom. Why do I keep getting stuck on things? Let's see here. Ah, I'm stuck on more things. Nice pillow. Beautiful curtains. This is one hell of an office. I would love an office like this.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
Of course,
I'm gonna look around for a
Stanley
second.
couldn't possibly have known this.
The narrator vaguely reminds me of Kane. Oh no, not Kane. Raziel from Soul Reaver. I know it's not the same
Stanley
guy.
just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know.
Look at that.
Yet
Shut your face.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
What did I do?
keypad, Stanley
Oh.
happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Which, by the way, if any of you guys have love for the Soul Reaver franchise, bring it up in the comments below. Absolute favorite game, hands down. And I mean all of them. That's why I say game. There was not one Soul Reaver game I did not enjoy. Except for Nosgoth, which is not really a Soul Reaver game. It's that, like, weird, in my opinion, failed attempt to wrangle Soul Reaver fans with a game that was nothing like what we ended up loving in the past.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he
Can't do
feel
that
this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
You're not paid to think, Stanley. Your job is to be a cog in the great machine of capitalism that is known as America.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Did I? No, I want to escape. I don't know what I'm escaping, but I want to
This
escape.
passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What do you guys think? Death? Death? Death. Yeah, let's do it. Death! Very
The door
long
behind
hallway.
him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Stanley did not
At
get
this
back
point,
on track
Stanley
because
was making
he
a
was
conscious,
a
concerted effort to walk
masochist.
forward and willingly confront his death.
Like any good protagonist. Anybody got time to be scared of death? Whoa, what the shit? Did I just... No. Was that my death? Oh, okay. There's more. Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion,
Oh, no.
Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. It reflected that his life
Oh,
had
no. I'm
no
gonna get
consequence
crushed.
whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
I don't even get a
Perhaps
spacious
there
death
is
cube?
no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned
No.
and willingly accepted this violent
No.
end to his brief and shallow life.
No!
Farewell, Stanley.
No! No! Bring it! Say what?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
At least it would be instant. Well, what? This is weird. I don't know what's going
And
on.
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Nothing.
When every path
Can't
you can
kill
walk
Stanley.
has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
What the hell is
Do you
this?
see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? I wasn't paying attention to her. Office layout. Oh wow. So is this like a big museum put here by the developers to type to show off? It's pretty cool. That's pretty. For those of you that don't know, I live in the great state of Montana, and that kind of reminds me of Montana. It looks a little bit more like Wyoming, but it's still a very nice picture. Rude! Spilling coffee everywhere. Who the hell did that? Pick it up. You got buttons? Weird. Buttons. We'll take a moment to admire the people who made this game. Cool. Enough admiring. They did do a great job, though. I really enjoy this game. Different concepts for the office. I've got to say what they picked is much better. More colorful. I don't understand. Mind control facility.
Try the other one.
How weird. For a second, the really quiet narrator voice there, I felt like I got closer to it, but there was no one there. So cool, though. You know, so many games are very predictable. I think what I enjoy the most about this is that it's not freedom ending. Ugh! Spoiler! This. Yes? Would be a nice setup for YouTube. I wouldn't need a second chair, but... Okay. Freedom ending. Okay. I don't... Nothingness. Buttons. Countdown. Countdown room. Another spoiler. What? This is where Stanley the Mouse gets to play Stanley Parable. I totally thought that was a Japanese flag. Don't judge me. Zending. Okay. Levers. Can I pull them? Can't pull them. What? Trailers. There's nothing there. Okay. So were there no trailers then? Is that what I'm supposed to gather from that? Three, two, one. Oh! Oh. Nothing happened. Okay. I was hoping for something, even if it was just the phone ringing. I didn't go over here, did I? Which, I mean, some of this stuff is really cool, some of it's not. I'm kind of just going through every room so that you guys can see it all. I've been down there. What? Stanley's office. Yeah, I like this more. More desk space. Desk space is important. Oh, I can't go in there. Damn game. Damn game restricting me. Game design mockup. That looks hazardous. That almost looks like a horror game. Hello? I don't know what I'm doing. Stanley Parable. What?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh man. You're right, the narrator's never free. He's stuck here forever. The Stanley Parable. Off! Oh. That was
Can
very
you
quick.
see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
But
listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let
No.
time choose for you.
I don't make
let
choices. Brave words from a dumb person. Okay. Begin the game again, I suppose. Weird. Okay, so that was a rather permanent death. I didn't just start over this time. Oh, office, I missed you. I did not. I actually just left a job where I sort of...
Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Yes, I did. Stop interrupting me, by the way, narrator. Okay, input. Come on. There we go. I don't know if turning the computers off does anything. I know there's something about the inputs, but I don't remember what. I'll probably look into that. But I just left a job where I worked in an office setting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes. Where I did a lot of stuff that, I mean, the pay was pretty good. I really liked the people. The job itself, however, was
Yet there was not
boring.
a single person here either.
It was so
Feeling
boring.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
We need reviews. More water coolers. More water heaters. Or more water cooler heaters. Okay. I like this place, man. I'd work here. They got priorities in order, man. They really do.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, I did. And this time, things are gonna be different.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
He's right, guys. I got a little ahead of myself. Good old narrator. He knows exactly what I need.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley
Screw you
calmly
too, I
walked
wasn't
forward
rejuvenated
into
yet.
the opened passageway.
Okay. Okay. It's funny how silly things in a game, even things that aren't important, like that elevator, can remind you of other games. Like, I don't know if any of you have played Dead Space 1, 2, or 3. Damn elevator rides in that game, man. Elevator rides in that game were evil.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Yes,
door
he did.
that read Mind Control Facility.
Thanks. I got this, yo. Lights?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place
We're
hold?
being watched.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I thought I worked for, I didn't realize I worked for the NSA. That's a stupid joke. That's a stupid joke. Let's see.
Now the
Whoa!
monsters jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Fired!
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Oh,
co-workers.
no.
The lives of so
Whatever
many
will we
individuals
do?
reduced
Such
to
a
images on a
travesty.
screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It means nothing. Your freedom is dead here, Stanley. Okay. What?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
The only way you could ever accept a job like this is mind control. No offense,
No.
Steve, you have jobs like
He
this.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't
I'll
it?
never forgive
Was it
you.
even possible? Had he truly
Boss,
spent his
man.
entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yep. Pretty much sums it up.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes, I would. Is that it?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
You tell me. You are the narrator.
Yes. He had won. He
Oh!
had defeated the machine.
I won!
Unshackled
I won,
himself
guys.
from someone else's command.
Are you proud of me?
Freedom was mere moments away.
The birds.
And yet, even as
You
the
think?
immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as
don't
sunlight
know.
streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to
This
do,
must be the freedom
or
ending.
how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
But you know that is true. That's incredibly important. I mean, you should always try to be happy and enjoy the life that you live.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Aw, that's the best ending. At least of what we've seen. I unlocked the beat the game achievement. Look at me. I'm a wiener. What? Where the hell am I? Why am I in a different room? What?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, guys, that was a trip. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like rating down below. If you have anything to say, if you have any input on the game, any endings I might be missing, any endings you don't want to see me repeat by mistake, or anything really, be sure to leave a comment. I would love to read them. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. We have cake, parties, streamers, maracas. We actually don't have any of those things, but I would still enjoy you being part of the community. So, as always, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.